Well, Audis are like listening to a song on the radio that you're quite fond of. The more you hear it, the more you just get to like this song. Audis are the same. The more I get to drive a modern Audi, the more I get to like these vehicles. They are growing on me like a rash. They are so well put together, you know. Let's start at the basics. The rear view vision on this vehicle is actually very narrow, to be fair. There's a tiny little slit in the back, and the headrests do obstruct the vision quite a bit. If I had a couple of people in the back now, I certainly would only be looking through the middle of them. The side mirrors are large and offer adequate vision. The instrument cluster here is partially obstructed by the steering wheel. Obviously I can raise and lower the steering, but I quite like it where it is, so that is a bit of an annoying thing. I don't see why you should have to drive in an uncomfortable position just to be able to see the dials. Center console, it's not only laid out very basic and elementary, it's actually very attractive. It's very aesthetically well designed. It looks good with the screen there and everything. You get a lot of modern BMWs now, the 5 Series, and they got this double peak dashboard which looks absolutely hideous in my opinion. This has got to be one of the best looking dashboards available in a mass produced car at the moment. Now look at that steering wheel, stitched leather, none of this plastic rubbish. This is a 6-speed manual. What a beautifully put together car. Now as far as the driving goes, well, this is the Quattro. This is the 4-wheel drive. I'm gonna struggle now to find anything about this car that isn't positive. With other Audis it's easy. I just say, right, they're front-wheel drive, but not with this one. This vehicle here hasn't even done 25,000 miles yet, so as far as I'm concerned it's new. Now as we drive along the motorway, there is a bit of road noise, but it's just coming from the engine. There's no noise from wind flying over the car. There's no noise of the rain on the road. It's like sitting in a vault. It's like sitting in a vacuum. I'm not in the sense that I'm anaesthetised from the road driving experience, but I do feel sheltered from the environment around me. Out of all the Audis I get to drive, I'd have to say this one's probably got the noisiest engine. It's obviously just because of what model it is, but it's a very smooth, beautiful ride. It's only Audi that seem to be able to pull this off. I'm coming down this road now and I feel like I'm floating. I feel like I'm sliding across an ice rink. It's such a serene driving experience driving a modern Audi. Obviously a lot of research has been put into the drive of an Audi to get it this perfect. I mean, it's only Mercedes and top-end BMWs come even close to this. Now the steering, very firm, very good, very responsive. The shock absorbers are tight. None of this dangerous wobble and roll that you get off some vehicles when you move swiftly or sharply. This car feels like it wants to be driven enthusiastically. It feels like it wants to be chucked into the corners. This doesn't by any means have the most powerful engine at all, but in 6th gear driving down the motorway in this, you could quite easily blast past a lorry at speed. This car would quite comfortably take on the Autobahn. You'd have no problems with it at all. It's not fast in the sense that it's a road rocket, but this car is designed for blasting across one side of a country to the next in absolute comfort and style. I have never liked Audis in the 25 years I've been driving. They just never appealed to me. I always thought they looked the same, but every time I get in one of these cars it's like, oh my word, I want one of these. It's not only the way they look, it's the way they drive. And when you're in this car, it just feels like everything has been put together with the same workmanship and craftsmanship that you would get with somebody making a work of art. It feels handmade, even though they're not, as far as I know. It feels like it's been put together as a beautiful product. It really is exceptional. Audi at the moment are coming up with some cars which are just so damn good. It must be driving other car manufacturers wild. In fact, it amazes me that certain car manufacturers chuck out this rubbish when they've got the likes of Audi doing this. I'm going to do a 0 to 60 test now because this is a 4-wheel drive. The roads are wet and I think we deserve it. It's such a fine car. It's a bit of a shame with the rear view vision because there really isn't much of a back window at all. But I think that's a small price to pay. I'm looking in the interior of this car now. I'm desperately trying to find something wrong and I can't. 3, 2, 1, go. Certainly not a fast one, this, unfortunately. That's 60. Yes, so apart from the rear view vision, the only thing that's going to let this car down if you're an enthusiastic driver is the fact that it's not a fast car. But if you're really in a position to buy what you want and you're going to get an Audi, first of all, make sure it's a Quattro. Don't waste your time with all this front wheel drive nonsense. Secondly, get a big engine. And third, you can kiss your driving license goodbye because this thing just says drive. These cars are fantastic. They're exceptionally good. You are going to get such fantastic value for money, and personally I think anybody who buys one of these cars and looks after it, the car's going to be ticking over just as it did in 20 years time. Don't take my word for it. Go take one of these for a test drive. You will be so pleasantly surprised. If you're not too sure whether to go for the Quattro or the standard drive, then look, take one of these out, front wheel drive, take one out in the rain, and you'll see why they're a bad idea. These are superb cars. You will not be disappointed with this vehicle at all. They are exceptionally good, and I repeat that, they are exceptionally good.